and vote. During the primaries that I participated in 2023, they all came down and voted. So proxy are used in exceptional circumstances. Maybe there's a health issue. Maybe you're a public service worker and you have to be outside for a conference or something. That makes it impossible for you to be in the jurisdiction. And that one you even apply to the General Secretary. And you can only give your proxy to someone who is already on the register. And you can only have one more proxy. You know, so it cannot be that people say they are outside and therefore they want others to vote for them. No.
But they say it's expensive to come to Ghana.
It's always been expensive. Let me tell you, a ticket from Wa to Accra is more expensive than Accra to London.
Really?
Oh, yes. Check it, dollar rate and see it. You know, so there are people who may be in Wa on the day who want to come to Accra and come and vote. So that for me is not an excuse. You know, the Presidential Elections Committee is going through making sure that we have a transparent, equitable environment for this election.
But how does allowing that not make it equitable?
I've been General Secretary before.
Okay.
And I've also contested for General Secretary before. And I've seen how proxy votes have been abused in the past. They have been. It's a fact. I'm not going to go into the details. You understand? So I know how it's been abused before in the past. If you have a genuine proxy, that health issue, you have a doctor's report that you can't make it on the day, you are bedridden but you have a voting right, you can always request the General Secretary. And that
position or guideline on proxy voting. We've listened to all kinds of petitions. We've read the petitions presented by sections of the party, and after listening to all that, we came to a conclusion that for the sake of conducting an election that is incident-free and election that is respected, election that is accessible to all, a very credible election, that provision or that ban should be maintained. We will still not have proxy voting in this 2026 presidential primaries. That position is maintained. Thank you very much for coming. The earlier published position or guideline on proxy voting. We've listened to all kinds of petitions. We've read the petitions presented by sections of the party, and after listening to all that, we came to a conclusion that for the sake of
Frakadam enti ye kam obia kope baby na ye kam etu tumi so ntase ankokoto e wotumi wontase akokoto wotumi e wontase akokoto koto da ho kokoto Frakadam dirimfo agenda na eduma hye yo wontase a wotu ye untumi ubeti ehefo sika so kodua buro wanua kasa yesi fama ehefo une kogu kingdom wo be jira kasa se ai na elasi committee no o muri to mframa neck because madenda no neck no nkofo gu ho eba ese neck na akasa concept people muni munyansa yanyi semo muni munyansa game no yetesese mo enti Pamno kamo za Frakadam any dream minye bitimate fitira 2023 watu baku 20 ema kremo Zakaria watu baku 20 ema kremo Zakaria ye fama mo dream 8 good years asubudi ye fama mo samedi meboa ye fama mo etu tumie sa wontiasie na lesi committee ni abase no proxy some Frakadam any dream no ye obien wo betu proxy no won tesia won to me court wo court ukroje court dada wo kra uje court dada ko hu je tiri se wo person ni proxy case no so be ka o case ne da ho no won ka oni edi faka ho se Frakadam ni dream sam no yentie akopra ku kare Japan ti makasa yekotie o press Japan be maba the team. My press conference. And the winning team. Yentie, a compreko agyapong team no. Press conference, I want to Ghana.
You're chairman for me, my chairman 2 terms. I was Germany, 8 years. I vice chairman. Until no party in the Akumaso. How can SEPA proxy who say presidential elections committee not transit? Who say my whole kwama proxy bemwa a honum na region or eshasiye. To me, I use the term like a vehicle to rig the elections. It said the be na sa rigging of the elections and take place no na assess ya avoid the proxy voting. In fact, media information kakra me want say sa 30,000 votes now mo person crofo person or mo gene or munya on the side and sana about one drusu no they have only targeted proxy voting. Esan say a honum no fee say sa 30,000 on betimi ato nipa bi a polling station executives on betimi ato o free mom say ye kokoma diaspora no chance say mon koto proxy a de be kwakoya ne say de ye good emma menua kwesi na ye good nsuma akosia enti say diaspora ni ese oyare wontima meto aba obi a ono polling station because say oh wono so tu kwan ana oyare enti dan wontima meto aba obi den why sa hwehwemu na hu bonse na afi sa regen no ahyase enti mesre pa say the presidential elections committee akano no say proxy no ebe lead to elections regen no mama yentie wo mo asopem na party no entimen toaso mfa na ntima pamfra proxy voting no enye yen diaspora no ne target o na mom enipa bi na wo mo pese wo mo de ye wo mo ade media me gina ha make say no mikuta intelligence I just say ba kofo party ni aspirants no enan agye to mu say no proxy omo ne ekoto omo so aba eno omo say omo mpe proxy ba kon de woni ne nkrofo awiata so say kon bia so say proxy ni ba so adenti na ese esa ni nyina ne so ohun say enkoyie ma no say proxy amamu a enkoyie ma no enti woni de akwakoye se yetu mrika na ye de line assign honom opese ohwidi animu na wonya votes of about 30,000 between 25 to 30,000 out of that 260 and now 250,000 na ye koto no onu di kai enye bi egu animu broni beka say no so that he can be at the pole position ye ba abanya penes one eko no enti ebasa ebede na ye to abani wi a unity a party ne epe no ebetime wi peye enti si ama the integrity of the elections en wi mudia yeto abani wi a no kroni menye prophet nanso de ye nyina ehu ni say enya de a omo a echinchim wo munsa na transparency echinchim wo munsa through this proxy voting near that no any rating of the elections no ebeboa ama safo no etimidi ahokekapa ahotoso ababe support the winning candidate no
fantastic one etiura akopre ko agyapong bema ba the team na press conference ne no tumie won tiasia kokoto